Hey everyone, welcome. चलिए जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं Conium Maculatum का एक सुपर फास्ट एग्जाम फोकस्ड रिवीजन। और हाँ, हमारा पूरा फोकस रहेगा Allen's Keynotes पर, मतलब only the most important stuff, the real high yield material.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. हम इन 5 sections को cover करेंगे और by the end of it, trust me, आपके Conium के सारे concepts बिल्कुल crystal clear हो जाएंगे.
Alright, let's just dive right into it. सबसे पहले let's get to the core of Conium. इसका central idea क्या है, इस remedy की soul क्या है? इसको समझ लिया तो सब समझ आ जाएगा. This is the foundation.
Look at this line. Seriously, ये एक लाइन में Conium की पूरी स्टोरी है. इसको तो बस अपने दिमाग में लॉक कर लो. It's progressive paralysis with induration. मतलब क्या? Simple. धीरे धीरे very slowly पैरालिसिस बढ़ती है और साथ ही साथ ग्लैंड्स एकदम हार्ड हो जाते हैं. That's it. That's the whole remedy in a nutshell. And here's the real kicker. The most important clue right here. It's without pain. So केशव को पेशेंट की मसल पावर gradually जा रही है, but there's absolutely no pain. Now why is this so important? क्योंकि एग्जाम में जैसे ही आपको केस ऑफ ग्रेजुअल वीकनेस विदाउट पेन दिखे, Conium should be one of the first remedies that pops into your head. It's a massive clue. Okay, so keeping that core idea in mind, the slow, painless paralysis, let's start building a picture of the Conium patient. Mentally कैसा है, physically कैसा है, let's figure it out. Now, pay close attention to these mental symptoms. देखो, patient sad है, depressed है, society से दूर रहना चाहता है. But and this is a big but, यहाँ एक strange contradiction है. He dislikes company, पर अकेले रहने से डरता भी है. How strange is that? Aversion to society, but fear of being alone. It's a very, very peculiar symptom. और इसके साथ you'll see a weak memory, which often stems from things like suppressed sexual desire or even grief. Here's a little trick to remember this. Just think of the word Conium itself. Con for confined emotions. ये पेशेंट अपनी सारी इमोशंस को अंदर ही दबा के रखता है. और जब आप इतना कुछ कन्फाइन करोगे तो क्या होगा? You lose control. So, confined emotions lead to lost control. Easy, right? So who is the typical Conium patient? Generally, you'll see this remedy fits old people really well, especially those with a sedentary lifestyle. मतलब जो बहुत active नहीं रहते हैं. उनकी vitality, their life force, is slowly fading away. And it's particularly indicated for people who are unmarried or widowed or have a history of suppressed sexual desires. Okay, now listen up, because we're heading into what I think is the most important section for your exams. यहाँ से direct MCQs बनते हैं, so I need you to be 100% focused right now. First, let's just make sure we all understand this word, induration. What does it actually mean? It means the glands become hard. Not just hard, but stony hard. जिससे पत्थर बन गए हो. But what's the most important identifier? I'll say it again. It's painless. Completely, totally painless. No pain at all. So as you can see here, Conium has a special affinity for certain glands. We're talking about the breast, prostate, lymph nodes, testes. और इन glands का होता क्या है? They become stony hard. And the progression is always, you guessed it, slow and painless. This can develop over many, many years. Here's a little cheat code for your exams. Just burn this into your memory. Hard glands plus a slow disease equals Conium. Simple. Whenever you see these two things together in a case, your mind should immediately scream, Conium. All right, let's talk about the paralysis itself. The key word here is ascending. Ascending matlab नीचे से ऊपर. The weakness starts in the legs, in the feet, और फिर slowly it creeps its way up the body. This is a super high yield point for your exams, so make sure you remember the direction, upwards. Okay, next up, modalities. Modalities मतलब symptoms कब better होते हैं और कब worse होते हैं. And this is absolutely vital, क्योंकि यही वो details हैं जो आपको Conium को दूसरी remedy से अलग करने में help करेंगी. Look at this contrast. It's so clear. Everything gets worse from rest. Especially at night, when lying down, turning in bed, all these things make it worse. But on the flip side, the patient feels better from continued motion. So remember this simple rule. Worse at rest, better with motion. And this is the golden line for Conium's motion modality, Sunam. जब patient चलना शुरू करता है, initially things get worse. उसको तकलीफ होती है, but if they push through and keep moving, they start to feel better. So it starts badly, but improves with motion. That's a classic Conium feature. Okay, this one symptom, you need to double underline this in your notes. Vertigo, yani chakarana. But not just any vertigo. It's vertigo that happens specifically when turning the head or even just turning over in bed. This is a hallmark symptom of conium, a total dead giveaway. All right, here we go. Final section. Let's do a quick fire round to lock in everything we've learned. This is where we build that exam confidence. Are you ready to test your knowledge? Now this table is your secret weapon for differentiation. Look how simple it is. For conium, you think hard glands, slow paralysis. For brighter carb, it's more about a childish mind being dwarfish. Phosphorus, think burning and bleeding. And causticum, that's paralysis with contractures. See? This table just clears up all the confusion. And here are your one-liners for that last-minute revision. Just before you walk into the exam, quickly go through these. Remedy of old age, hard, painless swellings, slow paralysis, vertigo on turning, worse from rest. That's it. This is the entire remedy summarized perfectly for you. Okay, question number 1. A remedy indicated in hard, painless enlargement of glands with gradual weakness is. What are the keywords here? Hard, painless glands, and gradual weakness. Come on, we've been talking about this the whole time. It's gotta be, of course, B, conium. Next up, vertigo on turning the head or lying down is characteristic of, remember what we called this? The hallmark symptom, that very specific trigger for vertigo. And that classic feature belongs to C, conium. Easy peasy. And for our last question, conium paralysis is typically, think back to the very first thing we talked about, the core idea of the remedy. Everything about conium is gradual, so its paralysis is always C, progressive and slow. Perfect! And finally, to wrap it all up, here's a fantastic acrostic to remember everything. Just remember the name conium. C for celibacy effects, O for old age, N for night aggravation, I for indurated glands, U for upward paralysis, and M for motion relieves. And I'll leave you with a little food for thought. What other remedies out there also show this kind of slow, gradual progression? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining